I'm of baggy jeans days.
You're right, man.
Your smudging days. Push out. Everything cool.
Everything cool.
Today we throw back Thursday, so
that's right.
We are safe to go back to yesteryear. Charlie, you guys, you really shaped a culture. You shaped. You don't know the influence you had on some of us growing up in the village. It'd be huge. It'd be big. Yeah, you're an institution. You deserve all the hype, all the buzz you're enjoying today, and you've been working so hard as well.
Thank you.
I'm not here to patronize you, but you've been working so hard. We know this. That this job is not easy. Like for 1 week, if for release man, normally we take to say before we enter this space, we should so good. Charlie, what's new?
All is good, man. We're working on, as you rightly said, we're still pushing. Right. I mean, things are tough, but we get tougher.
That's right.
And we're working towards a production, which is happening at Christ the King Hall. And
this weekend, Saturday
20th, and it's a stage play.
Okay.
Partly it's dedicated.
You're going back to the stage.
We're going back to the stage. I mean,
started from the
once
stage
in a while, just to go back to your roots and get to the basics again. It keeps you on your toes, as it were.
Right.
So we're doing it again this time. This is in honor of health professionals who stood in the line when the pandemic struck, and who are still doing a great job. And so we're using this play to sort of reach out to them and say thank you. Wow. Sometimes, we don't celebrate our people much. We wait until they're gone, but it's good for them to be living and hear that look, we love and appreciate them. At the same time, we're also reaching out to our fans. This is a comedy. It's full of humor, and I'm one of the doctors. It's set in a clinic, and I'm the doctor. I'm one of the doctor. There's a love entanglement also going on in the hospital, and it will just wow people's minds, and so you have to be there, people.
So what's the title of the play?
Entanglement.
That's the title of the play.
That's the title.
Oh, okay. And it's on Saturday. The time is
20th, 5 p.m. and 7:30 p.m.
So two
showings. That's right.
Two shows.
60 CDs, single 100 CDs.
This is
double. Yeah, we're taking care of E-Levy and all that.
This one 60 like 16.
Yeah, no, 60 160. 60 double 100.
But still, I mean, if you're doing this for the nurses and health professionals, actually, it's easy money. This one, the people for really come out and support. Christ the King, very easy to locate. And wow, interesting. So we also know that your career path has been one that we all know. We transitioned from the street bad boy into this responsible young man. Wherever we see you, Charlie, he's a difficult man to define or box. At one point, he's the action man. You're the bar. At another instance, he's this embittered husband. Or you do everything. Sure. Today, this is my wife. I told my wife that you're here. Like, Kiteke is one of my favorite movies. One of her favorite movies from you.
Right.
And Charlie, you just have it, man. You just have it. So we can't wait. We will not miss any opportunity to see you do your thing. And for me, stage play, that's where they say no cut action be a day. That's why they say your raw self they come. Like this is you and your audience.
That's it.
And it's as intimate as you can see.
Right.
So what's the storyline?
Well, basically, it's about this young girl who gets, involved in other men, and they happen to be married men. And she gets to the hospital to deal with her pregnancy thing. I think she wants an abortion.
Okay.
And then, unfortunately for her, she gets there, and two of the guys he's dating have also brought their wives to the same place. And then he's also dating one of the doctors. So there's a meeting point, and that's where the story explodes.
No, these are things that happen,
It's crazy. It does happen.
If I don't switch hospital, that they call me and if I don't switch hospitals, and that's going to be live
on stage. And,
the time again
5 p.m. 7:30
5
p.m.
p.m. I've got a wedding at 6 p.m. so I'll probably come for the
7:30 p.m.
Yeah, right, so 5 p.m.
and then 7:30 p.m.
7:30 p.m. Also, it's a 2-hour production.
That's right.
Okay, I can make it. Yeah. So Christ the King, easy to locate, guys. Not too far from us here.
That's right.
TV3, it's a presidential area. So you can come through. But how's life been? And we see you with Links Entertainment.
That's right. Yeah. I mean, so I was, I've been a part of Links, but unofficially. We hadn't adored me yet. Where Richie and I have had a good relationship behind the scenes, and they thought that the timing was right for me to be outdoored, and so they did that together with Adjetey and Co. And I'm on the label there.
Yeah, I guess a very juicy deal. Like,
I mean,
it's worth the ink.
It's I mean, they pretty much, for me, the fact that they got my back, and looking out for me and the brand, and things that I would worry myself over, is being taken care of. And I think that for people who are not used to this kind of relationship, I think that we're missing out a big deal. And I think that when management comes in, there's a lot of things that they bring on board that you can't do it, because they have the contacts, they have the links, and it makes life easier for you. And that's what I'm enjoying.
You can focus on your creative side.
Exactly.
Let the businessmen do their job.
That's it. And that's what we should do. I think
that's what we're lacking in our space.
We are lacking.
So you see that you one man, you did do all, you did crush yourself. And sometimes you think you are even, how much you go charge? You say, you bring 10. Like in the football self, they charge the person.
Exactly.
And these same people come and say, you are not making money, crowd. We see you in movies and TV. And
there you go.
How come you don't have a house in Trasad?
I
think that they don't be like
like a strong wind.
This job, Interesting. Okay. So, wow. Someone says, Giovani, does the entanglement got anything to do with Jada Pinkett's issue?
No, that matter there to
I don't see her from that though.
No.
Okay. And also, Giovani, please ask me. You seem to be in a lot of TV series lately. Is there a reason?
Well, it's not like I've made up my mind that I'm going to do series. It's just that the demand for me being in some of these, and look, I've had a lot of offers, but I've pruned it down to a couple, just so that I'm not driving myself thin, as it were. So good content, good deal.
What would influence your choice of picking up a script for a particular role?
Well, basically the content, the quality of the content, and where's the director's or producer's position on a subject, because we can all tackle a certain subject from different angles, and it has to sit well with me, it has to sit to my brand. At this point of my career, I want to go in for anything just because it's paying well. I think that I've come far, today I look at the content, the message out there, and because we have to leave a legacy to the next generation, and so I'm particular about the content first, the quality of team on board, then we look at the finance, the budget.
So there's this issue that has been worrying me for a while. You talk about the fact that most of the creators here, sometimes they worry too much about the business side of the job, and a lot of our guys are going to Nigeria. They're settling there now for good. They only come to Ghana, visit family and friends, make a few media appearances, and they go back there. They'll tell you that is where the money is. They understand the industry. Ever been tempted?
I mean, look, believe it or not, I've had offers. Just that the timing has just not been right for me, because each time they come in, I'm caught up, I'm locked down with the production, which is also has a span. But they keep reaching out. So once in a while, I'll be doing a few things.
But I'm talking about moving, not just collaborating.
Moving,
because I can mention names, man. Those guys will tell you that. Money,
I know.
And making that on a weekly.
I haven't considered that at all, moving. Charlie, Ghana is sweet. I mean, the money is good, but
the money like KK.
You want to make your money and still enjoy it. I mean, it's tough. People are making the money, but they're keeping it so that they come in and enjoy, because you have to be careful, because the environment is also not a bit as friendly as here, and so. But it's something that probably I've been turning over my head, and who knows? Probably if short spells. But totally moving at this stage, I'm not too sure.
Well, if you don't go agree or something.
Me cry, we are not go agree.
You don't know this is a long matter.
No.
This is about your matter. Ghana the
Ghana the rough.
That's right.
but you still fucking with me.
So we got Adjetey Anang here, the man who clocks 50 next year. Charlie, you know the look at I mean, I see the last time you drop your birthday where you say 49 years, I say, how? My paddy, like joke, no. Half a century, guy. Are you worried?
Oh, I'm not worried. I mean, I used to be worried, but now, Charlie,
I'm a young man. We used to see back in the day anymore. You think all the things we do for love, Charlie?
Oh man,
seriously?
It is.
Do you still teach? Do you still
I still do that enough.
Yeah, you make time for all that.
Oh yes, I do.
Wow.
I do. That is actually I'm more. I think now more is like 60-40 kind of thing. I'm not taking 60. Yeah.
And what do your students say? What do they make of? What have you observed about them? Like, say I want to be in the space. Say I really have this passion in me. When I was growing up, all my mates were saying that I'll be an actress. And I have the looks. Say, don't you see that I have the looks? What do you tell them? What have you identified with this next generation?
Well, I mean, I think that what you just expressed here is what is more of what's out there. But I think that for those who come into the family, join the family of NAFTI, they're ready to learn. They're ready to listen. I think that we have focused on talent for far too long, and it's time for us to delve into the craft, to get to know the skill, and so that we improve and we're consistent and we have options. And so they're pretty much good students, as it were, at least in my class.
What do you teach?
I'm acting for the screen.
Acting for the screen.
That's right.
Do we have one that's not on the screen?
Well, theater. That's theater.
Let me confuse that. Well, I think apart from an adult movie.
So theater.
That's right. Okay, guys, I'm going to allow 2 questions. Kawa is here already. Then we share some money. Adjetey Anang will play the game with us too, so don't worry. How well do you know throwback music? But please call us. Let's talk to Adjetey Anang. Don't forget tomorrow. On Saturday,
that's right.
5 p.m. and 7:30 p.m.
That's right.
Christ the King.
The hall.
The hall. The main. Okay.
The
so there's going to be a stage play. Now, the good thing about this is they're raising money for our health workers as well. I mean, they've been our four fights or 4 runners. We might be completely out of COVID right now, but Charlie, we still for reward them and appreciate their role in keeping us all safe. Yeah, very, 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 very good cause. So we love it. Call us now 0592 928 795 0592 928 795 and 0208 227 290. Adjetey Anang is my guest on the show right now on the 3FM Drive. I don't be you. He get old school clips. He use them as meme for Twitter. Every time, he gets your this. Somebody talks on Twitter. My paddy. He use those things for the Twitter there. Charlie, see. No, but growing up and watching Adjetey. No, I mean, one of our best times.
Adjetey, I just want to tell you that, you're my senior man. I still watch things you do for long.
You did. That boy, Auntie B, that's what you use the company data for.
So I just want to tell you that please don't stop. Please continue teaching, and you've inspired a generation, which I'm one of. And thank you so much for everything you've done for the Ghanaian movie space and the creative space, really, because I think that in many ways you inspired some of us to get into radio and stuff. I mean, I was acting at the National Theatre as a young boy, but as I grew, them up piece make a change.
For behave yourself.
But I think that yourself, Abeku, and then
Bibi,
Aluta, I mean, all of them. I mean, they you guys have done really, really well. And
but a lot of them no did the space inside again. If you guys touch base, what did they tell you? Why did they have to stop?
then it wasn't what their dream was. It's just that they were in school and was excited to be on TV.
Sorry, your mic. Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, they were excited to be on TV, and it wasn't their first love. They just the excitement of being on TV, So they had their own dreams, and so most of them went branched into their.
Yeah, most of them were in uni and schools, and so like as they complete challenge money. And I can imagine the casual days are like that, right? Yeah, even for the lead characters.
Yeah.
The naughty days are like that.
There wasn't that much. I mean, we're students, so the little was okay for us, but then as at the time, it was more of the passion of just being on TV and doing something. Yeah.
Okay, so I've got a message here. The person wants to know who are in that play.
Okay, so I am in there, of course, and then we have some new entrants who are coming in, new faces, because about time that we're prepping up these young actors and actresses who will be taking over.
Okay.
Pretty soon. We need to hand over to well able men and women, and so these are some of the people who are going to be the creme of the industry.
That's for Saturday.
Yeah, that's for Saturday.
Is there a way we can follow more on social media for?
Oh yes, I mean, get to my page, Adjetey Anang, Instagram, and of course Critic Productions. Critic is KRITIK Productions. Yeah, Critic Productions, and
for the
all the details. That's right.
All right, Giovani, please ask him how much he was paid for Things We Do for Love. I really want to know.
I think it was 25 CDs per episode. 25 CDs per episode. Yeah, that was in 1999. It was 25 CDs, yeah.
But I know bad well.
Then I tell you, say that with those schools, so it was. That was the full don't say like we save.
And that's what plays with our organized girls. Bottle of
spread
drinks on me. You finish it.
We mess up small.
But some of the characters, then you guys not really start anything. Some of us will say go marry some of them in real life.
But my own go there small. You say wifey come in, we can play some small.
Yeah, your wife was a worker.
Yeah.
Will you catch her marry quick?
Yeah. It catch me where I marry him, so we draw.
Oh yeah. I have the recording. Check your WhatsApp. Hey, Charlie, no, but Charlie, you do all, man. I mean, I know you. Wait, I think you're one of the few people where they can get genuine core fan base.
Yeah, sure.
I might be wrong, guys, but I think you're one of the people where if somebody say they love your works, they love your works and your faults.
Yeah.
Like, and not too many people get that lucky in your space.
I didn't watch every movie where you did.
There are so many people that say, if somebody carry any yawa where they say, I think they're not, they no good do. Or even if you go do so, they say, he's human. We go to you know, like, me too. People would defend me too. Me, I will defend. Yeah, I will defend. People actually, if the other was so that. Like, you can do no wrong before some people. Like, your fan base, they adore you like that, and it cuts across. What be the weirdest thing a fan do for you? Like, maybe you did an event or a gathering.
Oh, it was okay. So it was quite recent on a plane, and this guy, I think he was going to the washroom, and then he spots me, and then he was like, "Wow, Charlie, it's you," and then so we interacted a bit, and then later on, I think I don't know what happened, but I saw him, and then he stopped me, and then he dished out $100 and gave it to me and said, "Look, he appreciates what I'm doing, but he just this is all he has now, but he will get it." So he gave me $100. Cool, man. And
how about the ladies? This be the guy. My name is City. How about the ladies?
Ladies hardly they give.
Yeah, but they
mostly they are words.
Yeah.
Choice of words, and then for some they want you all for themselves.
Yeah.
But you also have to know where the lines are, which lines you don't cross, etc. Yeah, but all in all, look, we have some great fans who are keeping us where we are.
I love that. All right, so this probably my final question from a listener. Giovani, how does it feel about social media being abused these days by the young crop of people we have? There's a story about this nurse who jumped on a trend on TikTok about the parents forcing her to go into nursing, and the fact that when she's done, she's going to kill her patients. Yeah, and she just hopped on the trend. The original voice on that day, and somebody was just playing, but she was in a nursing uniform and did that up north, and it's generating a lot of stuff on social media. And these days, I mean, you know the era we did. Phone happy, keypad happy gangsters. You see things on social media, they can't say to your face. What advice do you have for them?
I mean, look, it's a space where, you know, it's an open field, as it were, and you definitely, places like that, you definitely have the good, the bad, and ugly. I think that for younger generations, those who really want to make something of themselves, we need to be able to sift, you know, and focus on, I think you don't just follow anybody. I mean, who you follow should tie in with where you're going and your brand. Because look, when corporate organizations get up when they say, I want A, B, and C to consider for something, they're going to come onto your page. They're going to find out what kind of things you're posting. You say you can act. For example, people tell me, I want to act, I have a passion for it. I go to their
TikTok, social media,
and all I see is care of their body, food they are eating, the design of, I'm like, can't you just put a material out there about what you say you are good at, you know, so that at least I can have something. But you know,
this is it's even easier. That's your CV.
Exactly.
That's
and you have
CV.
that platform to do that, and I think that you should begin to use it wisely and to our advantage. Otherwise, look, social media will use us, you know, and it's limitless, and so we should be more deliberate about the choices we make on those platforms.
Always a pleasure having you on. Adjetey Anang, legendary Adjetey Anang. Regis Spice is in it, eh?
He's one of the doctors who
Regis Spice, you know the production side.
Yeah, the lawyer amongst the entangled men.
So live this Saturday. Live this Saturday. Christ the King. We did it 5 p.m. 7:30 p.m.
That's right.
So double showing. Come with someone. Take it with 60 Ghana cedis and what?
100 double.
Okay.
That's right.
So make you come through with someone, and then just catch Adjetey and Regis Spice, and who else? Mention some of the names.
There's Grace Adjetey. There's the
Which Grace?
Yes, the Grace you and I know.
Okay. This guy don't correct. And then
and a lot of others. If I start mentioning, we're not.
Who directed this?
Evans, Aaron Madoko. He's a NAFTI. He's a colleague at NAFTI as well.
Wow.
So he's doing wonderful things for the.
And then who produced?
Well, now he's playing the Harry Lord. He's producing a.
Akwe, a cameraman also. And in charge of sounds and light. Gents, thank you so much for spending time with us. We'll go for a quick commercial break. We'll return, see if we can squeeze in some 2-3 callers to win our money like we do every Thursday. Guys, we'll be right back.